3 months. Today our baby turns 3 months old. It has been a crazy, exhausting 3 months. But it's been the best 3 months of my life. So to celebrate, we're going down the shore for a couple days. Also, my birthday's coming up, so it's kind of for that too. Let's go. I have talked about a lot of things on this channel. Specifically, depression, love, anxiety, all this stuff. I don't particularly remember how much I've touched on anxiety, but I am a very anxious person. I have a little bit of depression, but I have a lot of anxiety. I am always constantly worried. I did a whole video on depression. I'll link it somewhere up top. I've never really, to my recollection, done a whole video on anxiety. I have always been in the school of thought of, I'm not a fan of medication because I feel like it band-aids the problem. It doesn't really fix it. By the way, before I get any deeper into this, I should say I have no medical degree, knowledge. I didn't go to school for medicine or anything like that. So this is all an uneducated opinion. Just wanted to stress that. I however, do not like medication. For certain things. Obviously, there are some things you absolutely need medication for. Not the point that I'm trying to say today. For me, anxiety is one of those things I never wanted to be medicated for. Like my ADHD. I've tried medication for ADHD and it makes me feel really weird, like I'm not the same person. Which is like sort of how it's supposed to work, brain chemistry changing and all that stuff. But I didn't like how I felt. Anxiety is, for me, a very stressful thing because it has a lot of pros and a lot of cons. Some of those pros are, I always think I'm not doing enough, so I always do way more than I need to do, which has helped me in my career, in my life, but there's always like this seesaw of like, I'm trying harder, I'm doing a lot more work, I'm advancing in my career, and that's all good, and I constantly am stressed out. I'm constantly thinking I'm not good enough, and it's negatively impacting my mental health. And for most of my life, the seesaw has always been tilted this way, where the benefits outweighed the negatives or the cons, so medication for me just didn't make sense. I'd rather work through my anxiety and use it as a tool. However, as I just mentioned, I have a 3-month-old now, and I don't think I've mentioned on this channel yet, but I now run a store. I'm a general manager of a store. So in the last 6 months, because I got promoted 7 months ago, my baby was born 3 months ago. In the last 7 months, this has gone like this. Meaning, the heavier part, the negatives, pros down here, cons down here, pros up here. I guess it looks like a bar graph. No, it's a seesaw. Sorry, my visual is not working great right now. So because of that, I am so much more stressed running a store. I'm so much more stressed raising a baby. I am not getting as much of the pros out of it as I am. I'm weighed down by the negatives. And it's affecting me in a way that I don't like.
How may I help you?
I'm here for an appointment for Dr. New Patient.
Your name?
Eric Murtaugh. So I've decided today to go to a doctor. Not today. I decided it like a couple weeks ago, and I scheduled an appointment. So I'm gonna go talk to him, see if I can, find a solution out for this stuff. The reason I wanted to say this in a video is I know I have talked about not liking medication before and using my anxiety as a tool for good. And I think it's important to articulate and show the opposite of that. And to show that, you know, I'm not always right, for sure. For instance, there's a lot of things I haven't done because of my anxiety, like my YouTube. I've never, as much as I love making these videos, I've never hardcore jumped into being a YouTuber or being a, you know, creator on a video platform, or however you want to word it, because of anxiety. Things of like, oh, was this cool enough? Was that good? People that think this about me for this reason. And as much as I'm proud on my own right of making all these videos, anytime someone in the real life goes, you make videos on the internet, I'm always like, oh, I don't want to talk about that because I'm anxious about it. I know. So maybe this will help with this a little bit too. Anyway, my appointment's in like 12 minutes, so I should probably go. Sorry for the weird camera angle, but it's the only good one in this car. Because I'm trying to be more steady cam. All right, so let's do this, and I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah. 5:05. Still haven't left for the shore yet. This is the first trip we've ever been on with a baby. We have been packing for like 3 hours. Not gonna lie, packing with a baby is ridiculous. But I had to run to the store to get some cookies for the trip. Everything in the car is packed, so I just got to drive back, pick them up, and we're on our way. Let's do it. Yeah.